In this video, I'm going to explain how golden crosses work and how we can use them to try and profit on both long and short-term trades. A golden cross is a chart pattern in which a relatively short-term moving average crosses above a longer-term moving average. This bullish breakout pattern formed from a crossover involving a security's short-term moving average breaking above its long-term moving average. How exactly does this happen, and what do you need for a golden cross to occur? There are three stages to a golden cross. The first stage requires that a downtrend eventually bottoms out as selling is depleted. In the second stage, the shorter moving average forms a crossover up through the larger moving average to trigger a breakout and confirmation of a trend reversal. The last stage is the continuing uptrend for the follow-through to higher prices. Keep in mind there are many moving averages used by traders around the world, and you do not only need to use the 50 moving average crossing above the 200 or the 20 crossing the 50. Let's talk about the golden cross that occurred on the Dow Jones Industrial Index last year as COVID was raging. Let's look at step one. We had a downtrend. This is the riskiest opportunity for you guys to take if you guys are looking to buying in a downtrend because you're not sure exactly when it is going to break out. Now, in step two, we had the crossover. As you see, the 50 moving average came above the 200. That was the golden cross occurred right here. And then in stage three, we were able to continue on the uptrend, and everything looks really nice and pretty. I'm using the industrial indexes because you guys should understand and see how to use the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. If you guys are able to chart these properly, it will make trading the other stocks much more simple, much easier. So, when was the appropriate time to buy on this chart? For me, I would say towards the beginning of this golden cross right here. Looking at step one, it looks a little too risky, very volatile. You could have tried to buy it down here. You could have tried to buy it up here. But would you have really known that was the end? We wouldn't have taken another dip or some worse news about COVID. COVID was more deadly than we thought, etc. There was always something there that could have made this a little bit more risky. So this is probably not where you're going to buy unless you're taking a smaller position to make up for that extra risk. Step two at the golden cross is a great time to buy because when the 50-day moving average crossed above the 200, that was a breakout within itself. And at the same time, you saw that the 20, which was a lesser moving average, crossed above the 200. That was another breakout right there. So you saw two golden crosses here within the time frame of a few days. That is a very bullish indicator that we're going to be breaking out of this downtrend and moving up to highs later on. Now in step three, you still have an opportunity to buy, but the only problem with buying in step three is you may lose out on some profits by buying in a little bit late. In this circumstance, you saw some volatilities which led to a double bottom here, and that led to a great opportunity to buy at the moment. So there are going to be times where step three is better to be buying than step two, but the majority of the time, I would advise step two and step three are going to be your best opportunities to buy. Step two taking a slight lead ahead of step three, but avoiding step one unless you are accounting for a much higher risk level. Now for you day traders out there, let's look at Tesla. Given the current chart, can you guys see the three steps we just talked about? Step 1, 2, and 3? Let's look at it. Step 1 we have right here. The selling has stopped. There's not enough sellers to keep the price going down. Step 2 we have the cross as the 15 moving average crossed above the 50. And then here in step 3, we're confirming the trend and we're going higher and higher. This is a great way to make some money for you guys that like to day trade, but don't feel like you have to use just the 20 and the 50. If the 20 is able to cross above the 200, and if the 50 is able to cross above the 200 as well, you might even want to double down here for a great opportunity to make some money. If you guys are day trading things like Tesla, sometimes it may seem hard to make money because you're buying something that costs let's say $990 and looking to sell it perhaps for $1,000 for not much profit. And that's where if you guys enjoy options trading, this makes it a very easy way to make money, especially if you guys like to day trade. Now again, step 1, 2, and 3. It's critical that you buy around step 2 or step 3 if you like, but avoid buying at step 1 because that risk is going to be extremely high, so high that most traders won't buy down here unless they are looking to scalp and they're using other metrics besides the moving averages. The key to using the golden cross correctly with additional filters and indicators is to always use proper risk parameters and ratios, remembering to always keep to a favorable risk to reward ratio and to time your trade properly can lead to better results than just following the crosses blindly. Please, oh please, oh please, Do not follow these crosses blindly. They do not always work out. Now that you know what golden crosses are and how to use them, I will show you how to find them with ease. First, I will show you how to find them on the stock charts, and then I will show you how to find them on crypto charts. This website is called Finviz. I have a link down below if you want to try it out. It is 100% free. You can pay if you want to. The only difference is there is no lag, and you get some extra special screener settings if you guys like that type of thing. Now, once we're here, we're going to go to screener. From here, I'm going to put my preset on for breakouts. If you guys want to copy this, you can. This just makes sure that there's actually volatility. There's not, there's always going to be a buyer and there's always going to be a seller for what I'm looking to buy and sell. Now, mid is going to be over 2 billion, average volume over 500,000, country USA, option and shortable, price over $50. Then after that, you're going to click on this technical tab right here. And you can see we have 570 stocks we're able to look at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the 50-day moving average, crossed, scroll down here, crossed above the 200. Okay, right there. That's all I had to do, and you saw how I just took it down from 590, 570 to just 18. And then from there, we're going to click on charts, and you're going to see every chart that had a golden cross with the 50 crossing over the 200 in the last few days. Look at that. There's quite a few. Then from here, you take this information and you're going to bring it over to your own charting software, whether that's TD Ameritrade or Tradingview or E-Trade or something like that, maybe even some of the apps like Webull and Robinhood. And then you're going to check out some other things besides the moving averages, such as this one right here. GM could almost be in an inverse head and shoulders at the moment. Maybe that's something you're looking to see, and we're looking for a little bit of a pop there. Now, we know that you just don't have to use the 50-day moving average crossing above the 200, so let's reset this to any. Maybe we just want to see the 20-day crossing above the 50, especially since the market's been more turbulent. Maybe this will give us a little bit of a heads up for a short-term play. So we're going to do the SMA 20 crossed above the SMA 50. And now we have 27 stocks to look at. This one seems like I found a little bit of a bottom. This might be something you guys might want to look at. This one right here is breaking out right after that cross occurred. This may be something good to look at. And then that's what you guys are going to be doing. Makes it very easy. You're going to have plenty of stocks to look at, but it will take down that $500, $600 stocks. It'll take it down to about 27 to 50, and that'll give you guys an excellent opportunity to move that over to your own charting software so you guys can finish up the technicals and see if it's a good fit for you. This website is called Tradingview. It's 100% free, and you guys can use the screener to sort for golden crosses here. Now, once you're here, you can click on screeners. You're going to go to crypto screener. From here, you can see it's not screening anything. There's just a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. In order to filter out for golden crosses, what you're going to be doing is going over here to filters, tapping on that once, and then you're going to be scrolling down and finding the filter that you want best, which is going to be a golden cross. Move down here. You can see the simple moving average, the 20, the 50, and the 200. There's also some other ones over here, the 10, the 30, and 100 if you guys wanted to use that. Now you guys know you can do the 20 crossing over the 200 or the 50 crossing over the 200. It's up to you guys to decide how you guys want to look at it. You can even use the 5 crossing over the 20 or the 5 crossing over the 200. Now, to make it easy, I'm going to stick with the 50 crossing the 200 because that's the standard one that most people use. So I'm going to say click on below, crosses up, or you can say cross above the value, which is going to be the simple moving average 200. All right. And just like that, I hit exit. You see there's now a 1 on top of the filter. And then from there, you can see everything that has had a golden cross in the last few days. So let me go over here to 1-inch BUSD. Click on this chart. Put day over here. And you can see it recently had a golden cross. This is not going to be as efficient as the Finviz one, but it'll be there to help you out. So what you need to do is set up an alert. That way, when something crosses, you guys will see it during that actual time and you guys won't be late to the party. You guys can also change the time frame here. I recommend keeping it on the daily, but it's up to you in case you guys are day trading. Maybe you guys want to put it on the 5 or the 15. 15 is preferable if you guys are day trading. Now, the last thing you're going to do here is you can always set up different ones. You guys don't have to use the 50 crossing over the 200. You can always use something else. But if you guys want to save this, you guys are going to click on screens here, save screen as, and you're going to name it. You can just do golden cross 50 MA above 200 MA and hit save. And just like that, it'll be saved right there for you. And if you don't like it, you can always delete it just like that. Now, one last thing here is if you want to enable alerts, you're simply just going to click on this right here, enable alert. Looks like you're trying to set up a screener alert with no save filters. That's because I just deleted it. But if I go over here to a previous one, golden cross, then I hit save, and then I can see be sent emails showing a pop-up on the screen that I'm looking at, or I can play a sound or email to your text message to your phone. And you could always change the message here as well, but most of the time you won't have to. You want to make it as specific as possible, especially if you're using different alerts. But be careful, guys, because you guys know there are plenty of cryptocurrencies out there. That means you guys will be getting a ping for every single cryptocurrency that goes through a golden cross, which is why I say most of the time you guys would want to leave it here on the daily chart. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you guys enjoyed this content or if you found it helpful at all, please consider subscribing or supporting the channel.